Hello everyone. In this segment, we will discuss about Indian Contract Act 1872. If we look into the history of the Indian Contract Act 1872, it can be considered as one of the oldest laws related to business in the country. Indian Contract Act 1872 was enacted on 1st September of that year. The law applied to almost all the states of India except Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian contract law is the main law that regulates any contract signed in India. There are 266 sections in the law. So let's continue. Let's begin with what is a contract. The Indian Contract Act defines all the important laws related to the contract. Therefore, it is important to know what a contract is. It is an accepted agreement or proposal that is legally defined, understood, and enforceable by law. It defines the special rights of the party and all the obligations and rules introduced, defined, discussed, and agreed upon by all the signers of the contract. There are certain essentials related to any contract. First, it has to be involve at least two parties. Second, the content of the contract must clearly define and discuss the intent of legal obligations. Third, the contract can also have special provisions which, when not fulfilled by any of the parties, renders the contract ineffective. Fourth, the contract must have clearly defined terms in its list. The contract must also have specific points related to any performance. The performance has to be executed by either or both parties. Next, for a successful contract, the consent of both parties is necessary. Next, all the parties in a contract should be competent enough to sign the contract. All the signing parties must consider getting something in return in the form of right, profit, interest, etc. The contract will be deemed illegal if it is unlawful, can challenge or attack any section of any law, cause harm to any individual, or if the court considers it to be immoral. Types of contract. From the beginning of the history of the Indian Contract Act 1872, all the IPCC Contract Act note define different types of contracts. Based on validity, the types of contracts are valid contracts, agreements or void contracts, voidable contracts, illegal contracts, and enforceable contracts. On the basis of information, the types of contracts are express contracts, quasi contract, implied contract, and e-contract.